Ho, ho, ho. Ooh. Okay. Trying to go live here. Sure I am. But let's see here. Drag this down. Come here. Click that. Destinations. Let's see. Set up your live stream. It's supposed to be working. Let's see. Oh, there I am. Hey, everybody. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right. I got the chat bar up. Looks like everything is working. Okay. Go live. All right. Okay. If you're out there, come on. Yeah. Let me know you're out there. I can hear you breathing. But welcome. Tuesday night live stream. There we go. Anthony. We were thinking about you Saturday night, Anthony, when we were at Bean Runner. People were asking for you. So I didn't give them the details, but I was just like, sorry, you can't be here. But we had a good show. Great show. A lot of people came out. Got rid of a ton of CDs. I think I went through like 20 CDs, which was kind of cool. Sharon, you're here. It's not a Tuesday night without you, Sharon, let me tell you. So if you're just coming on and you've never gone on the chat bar, please come on the chat bar. Let's get to know you. My mother's here. Yay. Lydia, 95 years old. She knows how to do it. You can do it too. So anybody on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, not doing Twitter anymore, but let's see. I got the Instagram happening over here. Will you add Bean Runner and Peekskill? Yes, I was at Bean Runner in Peekskill. Dig 41860 on Instagram was asking me. Unfortunately, I can see all the chats here from Facebook and YouTube, but I can't see Instagram on my Restream feed, so I got to look over to my other little laptop. So I think the title of this week's show was Clickbait Universe. Yes. And it certainly is, isn't it? That everybody has like thumbnails or titles that are supposed to pull everybody in. Hey, Phil. And, you know, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And, yeah, so I don't really know how to do clickbait, but, you know, let's see. Anthony said, oh, one more day. Yeah, Anthony's getting some treatment. He's got one more day to go. So, yeah. Anthony, let me see if I have like some kind of let me see. What do I got here for you, Anthony? Oh, I got a ta-da. Let me do it again. Kind of wimpy. But yeah, Anthony, congrats, bro. Yeah. Getting on the good foot. Getting on the mend. James Brown. All right, so I really don't have any clickbait stuff for you guys, although I do have some rants, and I'm going to be posting a couple of videos when I get a second. I think I'm going to debunk. It's gonna aggravate people. I don't want to aggravate people, but sometimes you just gotta like rattle the cage a little bit, you know. So this whole drop two thing with guitar. Oh, it's a drop two voicing. Well, I've yet to have anybody explain to me what is a drop two voicing on a guitar, and you know, I won't get into it here, but I'm gonna do a whole video, and I'm gonna let you all know what a real drop two voicing is and how these voicings on guitar are not drop two voicings. Another one for me, another pet peeve, is the bebop scale, right? I say there's no such thing as a bebop scale, and because really what the bebop people were doing, they were trying to get 8 notes into one bar. So they would just add a note. Instead of going, they would go, or, I mean, as long as you come out with 8 notes, and so now there's all these, it's a bebop major scale, it's a bebop dominant 7th scale, it's a bebop whatever scale, and I don't know, I don't know. People just come up with these terms, and then everybody, kind of like, like cattle, like somebody says it, and then everybody's like, oh yeah, of course, So I don't know. So I don't mean to rant here, but I guess I did rant a little bit. But I'm gonna post some videos. Let's see. Sharon said, "Did I get any videos of the Bean Runner gig?" I don't think so. If anybody did take videos, I haven't seen anything posted. So yeah, I don't know. But it was a good gig. Me, Michael Getz, and Ted Gottsagen, and Albert Rivera. All right, so let me play a song for you. What do you think about that, huh? One of the big songs of Saturday night was I did Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden, and I showed them my gypsy version of it, and everybody seemed to love it. So I figured, what the heck? I'll do it here. I'll do it tonight for you all. And also, Sharon, you see my camera angle is different? Got the camera down low. Well, kind of almost like at eye level. Got Mr. Frogsworth back. You can still see the Christmas lights. And so, yeah, kind of redoing. I've redone my setup here. Actually, just trying to make it a little bit more user-friendly for myself, and hopefully looking good for you. So I think this is back to the kind of like intimate vibe that we used to have, and yeah. So dig it. So Black Hole Sun. So there's a little story behind Black Hole Sun. So Soundgarden, whoever their writer is, I guess he was having like writer's block or something. And he was talking with his producer or agent or somebody, and they said, well, who's your favorite group? And he was like, well, probably the Beatles, were my favorite group. And so the guy said, well, write a song like a Beatles song. And so he came back with this song, Black Hole Sun, and it's very, Fortress Fighter asked if I know Move. Sure. I thought I knew it. Yeah. Bridge? Yeah, I could probably do that. Well, I'm supposed to be doing Black Hole Sun, but I'll try the song Move for you, Fortress Fighter, my man. But back to Black Hole Sun. So he came back with this song, all right? So Black Hole Sun is very unusual. The chord changes, right? So it starts in C, G. I put an augmented chord. Then B flat 7, A7, A flat major, G, C, C7, E flat major. sus, G, C, C7 over B flat, E flat, A flat, F7, nice, huh? Let's see, Tony Cimarosi's here. He said, nice guitar, bad cat. Hope all is well in your sphere. Yes, Tony Cimarosi, ladies and gentlemen. Bass player extraordinaire. Band leader extraordinaire. Composer extraordinaire. And all-around great guy. Known Tony for, I guess, over 30 years now, huh? Dang. Anyway, so back to Black Hole Sun. So I'm just going to take a whack at it. I'll just play it for you. prodigal son. All right. There we go. Let's see. Okay, checks in the mail. Steve Vance is here. All right. So Fortress Fighter, I didn't forget about you. I'm going to try and do move. But let's see. Anthony says, I'm doing fine. Since July 22nd, I've been getting radiation. Yes, I just didn't want to say it in case Anthony didn't want to say it. But yeah. Yes. All right. Good luck. Okay. Bradley Bostic in the house. Wichita, Kansas. Yes, everybody say hi to Bradley. He's over on Facebook. Steve Gottlieb on Facebook. Hey. Good to see you all. Let's see. Dig over on Instagram says, sounds good. Thank you. All right. Beautiful and beautiful. Beautiful black hole sun. So move, huh? I think, yeah. Move is an old bebop song. Maybe almost pre-bebop. I'm not sure. Somebody find out what year Move was written. Move! It's a good song, though. I'm going to give it a whack. Yeah, I think I remember it. Okay, so Fortress Fighter said, "Oh, and by the way, my real name is Isaac." All right. Let's see. Denzel Best, based off of Jumpin' at the Woodside, the Charlie Parker version with Fats Navarro. There you go. So, yeah, it was a bebop favorite. Yeah, Bud Powell. There you go. Sharon said, nice. Yeah, kind of fudged the melody here and there, and it took me a minute to remember the changes. But one of the great things about music in general is the melodies, you know. So usually if I can remember the melody of a song, even if I could just hear the melody in my head, I can kind of get it. And yeah, yeah. So, you know, it's a beautiful thing. And I love those songs. And, you know, and this is supposed to be the Ask Me Anything channel. So, you know, ask me anything. And if I can do it, you know, I'll do it. If I can't, I can't. But, you know, if it's, you know, within the realm of possibility, I would love to. And I love blowing on those changes. Just awesome. Ron Miro in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, another great musician. Ron Miro, a great blues guitar player. Also another great human being. And has a very nice guitar collection, of which I like to go over to his house and check it out. And he also worked for the railroad for many, many years. His career was with the railroad, I think Metro North. And he has the most amazing miniature train set up in his garage. He posts a lot of stuff online. And you could follow him on Facebook. And you could see, well, I mean, he also posts music stuff, but he also posts a lot of stuff with his trains. He gets a lot of response from other sort of collectors and people that are into that, you know, and it's just amazing. I mean, it looks just real to me, and he does it all by hand. Amazing. Vinny, all right, Tuesday nights. Great playing as always. Thanks, Vinny. Vinny is from our guitar camp, Frank Vignola. So I'm glad you're here. Everybody say hi to Vinny. And Vinny knows Vinny, the other Vinny, Reniolo. Yeah. So tonight, yes, I'm using my Demuro style guitar made by Del Arte, or Del Art. And Alan Cola is the man behind the company. Great guy. Been friends with him for a long time, just through guitars. I've actually never met him in person. John, hey, me too. Nice to see you. Yeah, John, another Frank Vignola alumni here. Yeah. So tonight I'm playing my gypsy guitar. And I bought this guitar used from this guy, Richard Shepard, and people know him as Shep. And this is just a great guitar. And he's a very aggressive player. And so he really broke this thing in. And it just has just the best. I mean, check out that sound. And this is like just direct into the computer with a little verb. I have a Hall of Fame reverb. If you're into pedals and stuff, the Hall of Fame reverb is super affordable, super flexible, and I love it. I have it set on a plate reverb, and yeah, let's see. Most of the dials are pretty much at 12 o'clock, and it just sounds great. Let's see. Oh yeah. So our friend that I thought was Fortress Fighter, but he actually has a name. Come on, Doug, you can find it. I know I can. Just looking. Isaac. Okay, so Isaac, you must be a youngster, huh? How do you know the song Move? Good for you, bro. It's what they call being woke. Or woke AF. I did some mixing yesterday. And so I got three songs in the can. They still need to be a little tweaked and a little mastered. But I got 3 new songs. Working on the 4th. I have a 5th. And if I feel so moved, I may do a sixth. And if I do that, I I may release an EP. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. If I release an EP, I was thinking about doing vinyl. I would love to try and do vinyl once again. My very first record in 1986 was vinyl. I mean, that's what they had then, vinyl. And then after that, CDs came out and blah, blah, blah. Okay, he said he asked, Isaac said, I asked about the jazz band ball last time we talked. I don't know what that is. I do not know. Oh, and Isaac said he knows me from Litchfield. Okay, cool. It's a small world after all. All right, so one more little piece of info, then I'll do another song. But if you look up in this corner over here, you'll see the strings that I'm using tonight. Labella silk and steel gypsy strings from my gypsy guitar. And as you all know, I am a long time supporter of Labella and an endorsee, and they are just fantastic, family-run business. High quality product that they make at affordable prices. I mean, really. I mean, because like some of these string companies now are just, I don't know, like price gouging is like, you know, the in thing. You know, the second that the stock market or anybody says anything about inflation, bam, all of a sudden prices go up. Inflation goes away and the prices stay up, you know. But again, that might be another rant unrelated to music. But yeah. So their prices are, I mean, they're just good, and it's a great quality string. I really like them. Been to the factory many times, and I think it's the third generation now is running it, or at least the second generation. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, there you go. Vinyl. Vinyl is back. Doug, you should record your time in the studio and get us hip to your recording process. Oh, okay, yeah, definitely. I could definitely do that because I do all the tracking in my house. And then I go into a proper studio with a great engineer, and we mix. And he just has all the state-of-the-art stuff, and he has great ears. I've actually gotten to the point where I actually like it if he mixes it first, and then I can put my 2 cents in. Because it's just nice getting a fresh pair of ears on all these tracks, you know, that you know, on a song, and he just comes up with a mix, and it's amazing how close it always is to like how I perceive it, and then just with like little tweaking. So yeah, I'll definitely we can do some studio stuff because I have the 2 screens now, and you need 2 screens to be able, so I could be like in a little box on the screen, and then you can see my studio set up, and I could walk you through that process. And Phil asked, am I using Pro Tools or Logic? I am a Logic person because I kind of came over from GarageBand because I'm a lifetime Mac user. And so my first studio stuff at home was with GarageBand. Now, in the studio, I was around for years before there was any Pro Tools or anything. It was all tape. I can remember when 2-inch tape was a big deal, you know. I think that I started recording when there was like 4-track or 8-track, you know, maybe 1-inch tape. And yeah. Oh, Steve says, do you remember Minot Sound in White Plains? Of course. Course. Yeah, and Phil said Finale is dead. I don't know if any of you out there are composers or use Finale writing software, but Finale is suddenly after, I guess, like 40 years, almost 40 years. I've literally been with Finale since the beginning, since the very start of Finale. I have, used their stuff, and they have outlasted every notation software out there until now, and now they're folding. And I mean, it's kind of sad, but in a way, I mean, you can still use the Finale that you have It's just they're not going to be doing any more upgrades, and they're recommending that we switch over to some other company that I never heard of. I thought they were going to say like go over to Sibelius, which I'm not really crazy about. But anyway, yeah, big notation software company going out of business, calling it a day. I mean, not even selling it off, just like literally like just like see ya. Okay, so yeah. How about another song? So here's a song from Frank's Jazz Camp. And what's interesting is I'm going to do like, I think like 2 songs in a row that are going to be in E flat, which is a great horn key. Not the greatest guitar key, but it's a great horn key. Ooh, we got a lot of traction over here on the Instagram. Let's see. Didn't Erwin Stahl make us? Oh my God! Wow. So Dig 41860 over on Instagram is talking about our lead professor way back in the late 80s when we were at the Westchester Conservatory of Music through Mercy College. Erwin Stahl. There's a name from the past. I don't know how many of you know that name, but boy, do I have Erwin Stahl stories. So I don't even know if he's still alive. If anybody could tell me if Erwin Stahl is still around, that'd be great. Yeah, so this guy Dig, I don't really know who he is, over on Instagram, he's saying that Erwin Stahl would make us sing everything. You know, in ear training, we would have to sing, vocalize what we're doing. And that's a very, very common practice to do, is to sing what you play. Just singing in general is really great. I mean, it's just actually a lot of fun. You know, you don't got to have a great voice, and you just got to sing in tune. And if you're tone deaf, I don't know. You know, I have met some people that literally, you know, you go like, sing this note, and they just can't. I mean, you know, they're like, oh, you know. Very rare, you know, but you can. I mean, there are people that are what they call tone deaf. I don't know, but not many. All right. So I'm going to do a song called Just You, Just Me. And this is a great song. You know, kind of like 1-6-2-5. And then it does this classic. Beep, ba, ba, da, dee, ba. 1, 6 dominant, 2, 5. Then the 1 chord goes dominant to the 4 chord, which goes minor. And then 1 chord, 5 chord, 1. Then a 2-5 to the 4 chord. Minor, dominant 2 chord, just you, just me. I don't really know the words. Let's get together and dee doo doodly dee. Yeah. So again, some of these songs I don't know the words because they're all just sort of like 99% love songs. Except last week, we did a couple of weirdos. But yeah, usually they're like, you know, humming and rhythm work too. Yes, of course. My clarinet professor at Ithaca College had us sing the sheet music too. Yeah, absolutely. Sure. When I was a kid, and we would sing in grammar school, and we had the notes, you know. And then when I sang in church in the choir, we had the notes. You know, there was no tab. You know, I mean, tab the soda wasn't even invented yet. I didn't know anything about tablature. You know, we read notes. I had a rehearsal today. I had to read notes, lots of notes. You know, And so, yeah. Yep. Melodies, notes, rhythm. So anyway, so let me play this song. So the melody. I mean, that's right out of the E flat major scale. Right out of the old E flat major scale. So it starts on the 5, down to the 4/5. Then, now we're going to outline the A flat major chord. That goes minor. Then, just you, just me. All right. I'll do the other run. Just you, just me. Let's see. Got a lot going on here. Marilyn is here. Yay! There's a great version of Just You, Just Me from the movie Groove Tube, sung by Ken Shapiro. Let's see. Phil says, I'm obviously a note reader because I'm a classical musician, but tabs are really helpful on guitar. Steve Van says, Doug, how much relief do you like in a guitar neck? Do you like fretboard pretty flat or a little curvy? All right. So what he's talking about relief is that when you look at the guitar this way, the neck is not perfectly flat. It usually has a little bit of a bow in it. And so you put your finger like at the 13th fret, and I can't remember where else you put it, maybe the 1st fret, and you should be able to slide a little gauge thing around the 5th or 7th fret in there. And so I don't like my neck exactly flat like that. I like it with a little bit of a bow to it, but not much. And then as far as the radius on the guitar, I'm kind of like into a flat radius thing because I don't bend a lot of notes. So like if you're a real note bender, you want a nice rounded fretboard, I think. Or is it the other way around? Do you want a flat fretboard if you're into bending? Maybe I got it backwards. Interesting. So maybe it is the flatter fretboard because I'm thinking about the shred guitars that they probably have a pretty flat neck, which lends itself to bending. As far as speed, believe it or not, a little wider neck is kind of better for speed. To me, I don't like a really sort of like narrow neck. I like a little wider neck, but not really thick, not super thick. I kind of like what they call a C shape. This neck is more of a D shape. So a C shape, would be, like that. And that's a typical sort of Gibson. And then a D shape is just like the curve on a letter D, where it's kind of like flattened a little bit in the middle. And it's not uncomfortable. This neck is a little meaty, which is good because it aids in the sound of the guitar. Again, if you have these guitars that are like so thin and fragile, they're not really producing much tone. But if you're playing a purely electronic instrument, like a solid body, I don't know how much it matters, because you're going into an amp and you're usually using effects and distortion and stuff. And I really enjoy the acoustic sounds myself, like gypsy guitar, my jazz guitar, the nylon string guitar, my D35 bluegrass guitar, like all those sounds. I love those sounds. And when I do want to go for the electric thing, I go totally old school with a pretty much straight up Telecaster, which is the original sort of, solid body plank electric guitar, which is sort of like almost like I call it like a blank canvas. Like it almost doesn't have a sound of its own, and so I kind of get a kick out of that. So it's easy for me to get the old school sounds on that guitar that I like, because back in the 60s, the earlier you go back, the more people were using these more primitive style electric guitars, Sharon said, this was Shep's guitar. Yes. And Sharon said we should do a live stream together sometime, and I would really love to. I would love to have people come and play with me here, but I gotta say that I hate asking you guys for money, and I hate having those guys come here and not pay them anything. So it's kind of a quandary. I really don't know what to do. I really don't. And maybe somebody has a good, I don't know, a good remedy. I had hoped that I had really hoped that my YouTube channel would start making money. Because I met the number of subscribers. I met that, but I don't get enough hourly views per month to meet the requirements to make money from YouTube. So I basically only make money from the books that I've written. I make money from True Fire. I make money from, of course, live gigs and teaching lessons. But I don't make any money from all the video stuff I do, all the YouTube stuff, Facebook stuff. I don't do that. I don't make any money, but I love doing this, so I want to do this, and I would love if it became, if I started making any money doing this, of course, I would love, I know so many great people that we could get to bring in here to play with me. But, I kind of live sort of in the middle of nowhere. I'm not in New York City. So, these people have to drive to get here. And then, I have no bread to pay them, or very little bread, basically paying them out of my pocket, and Sharon said, what about the pay-per-view thing? Yeah. And I've done that. But again, I always feel like I'm begging, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe because, I don't know, when I came up, I just don't remember begging for gigs, It's like somebody would call me, hey, man, you want to do a gig? Yeah. Okay, good. Oh, could you show me something? Yeah. And now I'm like, it's sort of like busking. But busking is cool because you're not begging then. You just have like your thing out there, your tip jar thing. People like it, put money in. Don't walk by, But like for me to come on here and try and get people, like you could see down here, I have my little PayPal and Venmo thing. And there's only a few people that consistently drop a little bread in there for me, and I appreciate it. But I just feel, I don't know what I feel, but I know that I don't feel good when I feel like I'm begging you all, for like bread, So, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. But I would love to have guests come on here. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Wow, I'm missing all kinds of stuff happening here. Okay, over on Instagram, somebody asked me, do you have a humidifier in the F-holes? I do have a humidifier in my case, and in the summer, I don't humidify. Phil says I got arrested for busking in Germany. Yeah. I use humidifiers in my acoustic instruments. Not in the summer. Up here on the lake, it's humid as a mofo. I actually have 2 dehumidifiers going down here, just trying to keep the humidity at 50 or 60%. So, yeah. Yep. But in the winter, it gets dry as a mofo. And then I'm trying to, then I turn on humidifiers, so trying to bring the humidity up. That's a whole other ball game. So yeah, I have a whole house humidifier. Yep. So Phil's talking about getting arrested for busking in Germany. I could only imagine. What happened? I got arrested for busking. What's your sentence? 10 years in the electric chair. Come on. Come on. It's too late. All right. How about another song? So this is a tough one. All right. So this is a long title, this song. It's called A Nightingale Sang in Berkeley Square. And it's in E flat. No. Dee-da, boom, ba-bee, ba-bum, ba-ba, ba-ba-ba, keychain, ta-da-dee. Bee-ba-ba-bee-ba-ba-ba-ba, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. C minor, 2-5 into the 4 chord, A flat, G7, C minor 7, A flat minor 6, E flat, F minor, G minor, A flat minor 6, da 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 D, ba B da B. Now, where does it go from here? Yeah, ba ba da ba, ba ba doo doo. Oh yeah, we go to the key of G. So we go to the key of the 3 chord. A nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. Yeah. Ba ba be da 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 da. 1 6 2 5 in G. 3 chord flat, 3 diminished, 2 5. 1 da ba 6 da 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 2 5 in G. Now G over B, E diminished, changing key, back to E flat. Ba be da bum, ba da dee, ba ba da ba boo bam, ba boo ba ba da da, ba ba da da dee. Is it Berkeley Square or Berkeley Square? I don't know. Phil, check it out. Fact check. Ooh, I just realized you guys hit 1,000. No, not 1,000. 100 chats. And that's not counting Instagram. Yeah. Good job, everybody. All right. So now I'm going to play the song for real. For reals. A nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. It sang someplace. Phil said, I like that. Doug hasn't played any of these tunes before on Tuesday nights, as far as I know. You are correct, sir. You know, I was off for like 6 weeks, and I was doing all these camps, and I learned a ton of songs. And, most of them I knew, but like you said, a lot of them I hadn't played in years and years. And so I was like, oh, yes. Ah, oui. Yes. And so I did the gypsy thing on Saturday. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna break out the gypsy guitar this week. And so you notice that the comping, what's kind of fun is that if you watched last week, it was all about like these walking bass lines and using my octave thing with my jazz guitar and not really looping any chords, just looping bass parts and then doing the do, and So what was my point? Oh, that different guitars, different styles, different ways of doing stuff. That's kind of fun to check out on here too, Steve says I sound excellent. Thank you, bro. Let's see, Sharon. What's the matter with Sharon? Sharon had a shitty day, huh? Let's see. Tooth stuff, is it? Oops. Let's see. Nothing serious, but certainly a shitty day. Oh, not good. Yeah. Well, I gotta say, Sharon, you're not alone. We all have some shitty days, don't we? Yes, indeed. Yes. Steve says, how's my finger doing? Speaking of shitty. Well, there it is, folks. Bendy. Now officially known as Frankenfinger, because it just doesn't feel like my finger. It feels like another appendage welded on to the end of my hand here. But yeah, it's okay. As you notice, I had to change a lot of how I play chords, and I didn't realize it, but my little pinky is picking up a lot of the slack that I can't do with this finger. So I'm playing like my ninth chords like this, instead of I used to just bar them with 3 fingers, which I can't. So my poor little finger is working like crazy, and sometimes this finger hurts. And I'm like, don't you start giving me trouble. No. So, yeah. Let's see. Sharon said, how about some bossa? We need some upbeat music. Nothing like bossa dorado, right? But that's like minor. I should do something happy. Sharon. Little happier song, huh? Little boo-doo-doo-dee, ba-da-ba-boo. Samba something. Yeah. All right. Let's see. What's going on now? Everyone, don't forget, smash that like button for Doug's algorithm. Thank you. Steve said, Sharon, you're our sound man. Let's see. Sharon says, Steve, Roscoe, New York. Sharon, you are the best. Always looking out for Doug. Roscoe was the name of the band. It was named after the guitar player's dog. Steve, thanks for that. Ba-ba-ba. Yes. Okay. Steve says, do you remember Tony Urkel? No. No. I don't. Should I? I remember a lot of people from the old, but that name doesn't ring a bell. Well, that was fun. That was a good one. Samba De Orfeu. That's what that song was. And I haven't played that for a while. But, you know, sometimes you just got to whack it out. Wait a minute. No, sometimes you just got to, like, work it out. Yeah, work it out. That almost sounded, like, gross or something. But, yeah, sometimes you just got to work it out. Boy, I'm really loving the sound of this guitar tonight. I hope it sounds good out there. I looked over and I saw that I was peaking the meters there for a minute, so hopefully it wasn't too distorted on your end. Oh, thanks, Ronnie. Yeah, Martin Kelly is over on Instagram. Another good friend, great musician. What a guy. I got to give him a hand. My good friend Martin Kelly, saxophone player. Just a great person, known him forever. And boy, you talk about a positive force in the universe. That's Martin Kelly. So you can check him out, too, on the Instagram. You know, a lot of the younger guys, they're not doing the Facebook, they're doing the Instagram. But us slightly older people, I like the Facebook. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, that's for old people. And I'm like, well, I'm an old person. I like it. I've got a lot of friends here. Yeah, it's good. All right, so let's see. Maybe I should sing one, huh? What do you think about that? I do have two other songs that I wanted to play, but Sharon was right. I was kind of playing all kind of like, you know, Black Hole Sun. Just You, Just Me, that was happy. Nightingale sang in Berkeley Square, that was sort of down. And I also was going to do Putt Lake Toodaloo and C2 Seve. And, you know, C2 Seve is, you know, a real gypsy tune. Gypsy chords. Yeah. So maybe maybe I shouldn't do that. I want to do something that's more happy for Sharon. Confessing that I love you. A love song, huh? I'm confessing that I care. I'm confessing that I need you, darling, I do. In your eyes I see such strange things, but your lips deny their truth. Love walking up from E, yeah. Will your feelings go and change me, making me blue? Minor 4 chord. Woo. afraid someday you're gonna leave me. Saying just, can't we still be friends? Everybody. If you go, I know it's gonna grieve me. All of life on you depends on this augmented chord. I'm confessing that I love you. I'm dreaming dreams of you in vain. I'm confessing that I love you over again. I know. I'm afraid someday you're gonna leave me. Saying, can we still be friends? If you go, I know it's gonna grieve me. All of life on you depends. I'm confessing that I love you. I'm dreaming dreams of you in vain. I'm confessing that I love you over again. By Menon. There you go. Yeah. All right. Sharon says, sometimes I got to do boundaries. Yes, indeed. I was just talking to my beautiful wife, Kathleen, about that. That's right. Sometimes having no boundaries is not a healthy thing for you, you know? And you think that you're, doing the right thing, and you're really not. Sometimes the right thing is to do nothing. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. Let's see, Anthony. Hey, Doug, if it doesn't rain on September 7th, I'll see you in Albert at the Pleasantville Farmers Market. That's right. Speaking of gigs, this Thursday, me and Ricardo Gautreau and Pablo Mayor are going to be playing Ricardo's music in Armonk at the Armonk Square, like outside. It's an outside gig, outdoors gig, from 6 until 8 p.m. And we're going to be doing all of Ricardo's songs. And if you don't know Ricardo, he is a singer-songwriter, prolific songwriter. And I just have a blast working with him. Every time we get together, we just have a blast. And it's always new charts. It's always, getting it to happen. David Goldstein said, Doug, still use Menon. Can't spell it, though. That's okay. I love it. By Menon. That's it, man. Yeah. So anyway, Thursday, want to come and check me out doing some Afro-Cuban. That's the place to be. These guys are authentic, and I am me. The mutt. Marilyn says, I'm confessing that. I love Confessin'. Yeah, that was just a great song. And let's see. And then Anthony said, yeah, on September 7th, me and Albert Rivera are going to be playing at the Pleasantville Farmers Market, which if you've never been and you live anywhere near Pleasantville, New York, you should go. I mean, I got to say, it's not just that me and Albert are going to be there, but it's one of the best farmers markets I've ever been to. It's just unbelievable. And so, yeah, if we play from, I want to say 10:30 to 12:30. I think that's it. 10:30 to 12:30. And it should be a total gas. Yeah, so come out. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm pooped. I had a really long day, and up here you could see there's my website. So if you'd like to go to my website, and you haven't signed up for my newsletter, please go. Yeah, Martin said hi. Yeah, oink oink, the flying one is on Instagram. Yeah, I wish I could get our Instagram people over here, but Restream doesn't do it. C'est la vie. But anyway, go to my website. If you've never been, go there. Right on the first page, you can sign up for my newsletter. Every week, I send out a newsletter. Every week, you get a free download. Yes, talking about giving it away. So, yeah, check it out. And while you're there, if you do feel like spending money, go to my music store. I have a merch store and a music store, And, yeah. Let's see. Sharon says, never been to Pleasantville. There you go. Bum bum. Oink oink is. Oh, Isaac. It's all coming together now. All right. So Isaac was over on Instagram and then came over on YouTube. Good move, Isaac. This is the place to be. YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is actually my favorite social media platform. I love it. I spend way too much time here on YouTube. But I just love all the music and all the crazy stuff that I could see on here. I really dig it. So that's it for this week. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much. It has been a real gas. And I'll be here next week. And again, bring your questions. I'm happy to talk about anything, answer any questions, play any requests, talk about music, writing, software, social media, you name it. I'm ready to talk about it. And, like to get you guys involved and engaged. So for me and Mr. Frogsworth, we wish you both love, peace, and as usual, a little helping of chicken grease, right?